Alright, y'all. Just real quick, before we start priming, um, what you want to do is, if you can, it's not, and I don't think it's too much of a big deal, unless it's like a really severe case, right? So sometimes this brass here, in my case, is a 300 blackout um, cartridge. So sometimes what happens is that this, after you shoot, sometimes this brass, it tends to stretch a little bit further from the heat, and the pressures and all of that. So what happens is this gets out of spec sometimes. So what you need is a case gauge. In my case, I got a Hornady one. It's a Hornady case gauge. So what this does is it'll let you know if the cartridge is too long. And the way you can tell is you take this brass and you stick it in here, okay? And you stick it all the way. Makes that clicking noise sometimes. Now, if you look flat, you'll see that it's going smooth. Like if this right here, it's a little bit shorter, like it's a little bit caved in. But if you run this and you go all the way across, when it's smooth, it's good. All right, so if your brass isn't, flush on that case gauge, then you'll need something like this. This is a Lee Deluxe Quick Trim. All right, and this goes on your single stage press, okay? And well, actually, hold on. I'm sorry. I apologize. So you also need this part too. It's two different parts. Okay. So you gotta take this along with this, and I believe you stick it in here. Should be able to fit. There you go. See, it fits. And then you put in there. So just to give you an idea. I'm gonna demonstrate. Okay, so we're just gonna screw that in there. Okay, I don't think you really need to go that. I don't think you really need to go that deep. So you can always adjust it, and then always just. I'm not really gonna do it on this hand press because I'm not sure if it's gonna be stable enough. So I recommend using a single stage press because that's mounted on a table, so it'll probably be better. I don't know about this. All right, sorry about that. Sorry about the wait. So normally you would put that the case in there, right? But there's this part too. Now this part is supposed to go right here, and it's supposed to prevent whatchamacallit, all the brass like shavings from flying off. It's like supposed to catch it. But as you can see, it's not going to fit on this. So it's probably going to be better working on a single stage. So it's supposed to go like right here, like that. You know, it's supposed to go like this. And that is supposed to, you know, while you're cranking it, let's give you an example. So you're supposed to be cranking it like that. And what that does is that's gonna trim this top portion of the brass here. And you know, you don't have to do it for that long. You're just trimming it a little bit until it fits that little case gauge that I showed earlier. And hopefully you don't have to do too many, because it is kind of like it's a pain in the ass. And also this is kind of like a touch and go thing. You kind of do a little bit, put it in the case gauge, and then if it's still too long, then trim it a little bit more until it fits flush on that case gauge. Once that's done, then it's good. It's good to go. And then if there's any kind of remaining brass shavings, then you know you'll probably have to go back and uh, you know, collect all that brass shavings if it made inside the brass cartridge. So that's one more footnote. So from what I remember, you have to buy the you have to buy this bottom part of the die and this quick trim separately. I think the way I think the reason it is because, as you can see, this Lee Deluxe Quick Trim device here, this works on multiple calibers. Okay, so it says here it works on 17 to 50 calibers. So it works on multiple calibers. But this die, it's only made for 300 AAC blackout. So whatever caliber you're working on, you'll probably have to get different dies for each different caliber that you reload. But you only have to get one of these. So, I mean, it's not too bad, but I just thought I'd put that in there too. In case if you guys do try, you know, want to go buy this or whatever, just keep in mind, it will say that the quick trim die does not come with it. It's not included. So you have to buy it separately. All right.